Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Atlas Lifting Experience. My name is Andrew, and I'm your host. So I've been gone for 3 or 4 weeks now. I can't really, just kind of missing in action. Life got busy. I had a lot of work pop up, and then I flew home for Thanksgiving for the holidays to see family. I didn't do any recording or anything like that while I was gone, and so I just wanted to take today's video and not do like a workout video, but instead I wanted to do just kind of a catch up of where we started from week 1 to where we are now at week 10 of the cycle. So this video I kind of want to do just like a recap of how my diet's changed, how my body weight's changed, and how everything has changed over the past 10 weeks. We started at a weight of 172.8. That's pounds, of course, not kilograms for anyone wondering. Calories, we started at 2,100 calories. Remember, I was completely sucked down. Well, I wasn't completely sucked down, but I was pretty lean at this weight. And you can see the macros here. Protein was 187 grams, carbs was 196 grams, and fats was 60 grams. This came out about 2,100 calories, give or take, probably 10 to 50, anywhere in there. After that, in week 3, between week 1 and week 3, we actually had the most growth of any time period. We gained almost 20 pounds in, it was 18 pounds in 3 weeks. And that was at 2,100 calories with those same macros. And in week 3, we changed it up from 2,100 calories to 2,400 calories. I noticed around week 3, I told my coach I was really starting to get feel the hunger more. So he then upped my calories by 300. The protein went up by almost 20 grams of protein, and then we really bumped up the carbs by about 50 grams of carbs. Fats has remained around constant this entire time. It's only up about 2 or 3 at a time, or 2 or 3 in total. And then around week 6, this is where things we kind of started to slow down here in weight gain. But I mean, we've put on 30 pounds, over 30 pounds in this time period. So it's amazing progress either way. But from week 3 to week 6, we kind of slowed down, and then again from week 6 to week 10, we kind of slowed down. But week 6 to week 10, I'll get to there. So around week 6, we bumped up the calories again from 2,400 to 2,650. At this point, our protein remained the same, and all we did was carbs. We added about another 70 grams of carbs, and we actually took out the fats. Took out a gram of fats. We did this because at this point, and I believe it was at this point, I expressed to my coach that I was having some type of gut issue. I was feeling really bloated, and I was getting really, really gassy, and that could have been a mix of things just from the anabolics in general, or I think this point was around Halloween as well, maybe a little bit before Halloween, but. And then with Halloween came, I started eating a little bit of sugar, and had a little more sugar intake. And so we took out the eggs from my diet, and that's where the gram of fat loss came from. We substituted that with avocados or olive oil, an extra tablespoon of olive oil throughout the day. And so from week 6 to week 10, things kind of got a little bit jumbled, I would say. So this one, work got really, really busy for me. I was trying to make sure I was financially good to fly home for Thanksgiving. And so I didn't really do any recording. And then I got home, and of course, being home after a long time away from family, your mom wants to cook everything under the sun for you. And so I had a lot of dessert, and also I didn't really eat as much protein as I should have. And I was there for 10 days, so almost 2 weeks of this time period. I was gone. I was there. And I didn't really see any progress really on the scale. Actually, I got to 208, and I don't think it was really solid weight. And so that was 2 weeks ago, I went 208. In the past couple weeks, I've came down to 205.8. This past week is the first full week I've been home, and I finally got my nutrition back on point. And so at that point, we kind of really just... I told my coach, let's take a week. Let's not change anything, even though I'm not gaining any weight. Let's get things back to normal and get back on track, basically. And so week 10, this is actually today's weight, or yesterday's weight. Thursday. So I weighed 205.8, and we bumped up the calories from 2650 to 2900. It increased our protein a little bit, about 8 grams, and our carbs went up by another 50 carbs. So that's how our nutrition has looked over the past 10 weeks. To give a recap, I have been making steady progress in the gym this entire time. I haven't really had any complaints there. I didn't get out my workout journal or have everything written down, but I know, for example, on like dumbbell bench press, I went from like 90s for 12, like 8 to 12 reps. Now I'm doing 130 pounds for 8 to 12 reps, and that's the 10-week period. That's 40 pounds there. And like, I've always, we use the same layout every week, is push yourself to failure. So I always have a top set and 2 back off sets, and I started with a top set like 85 or 90 during week 1. So I'm putting some really solid strength gains in as well. As far as like legs and squats is how I've kind of been really keeping track of like how well I've been progressing in my squats. I started with, I believe, 245 for 12 on squats, and yesterday I hit 335 for 12. So I really made a lot of progress in strength wise, even though it's not really my goal. My goal, of course, is hypertrophy, but it's also nice to see progress in the gym as well. And I should be making progress in the gym with 30 extra pounds of weight gain. So then going on, of course, my supplements have remained constant of 500 milligrams of test sip and 300 milligrams of mast a week. I'm taking the test sip every day just to help mitigate as many side effects as possible, and then 300 milligrams of mast is 3 times a week at 100 milligrams a dose. So, and then coming down, so I wanted to show the progress pictures. And so this is me at week 1, 172 pounds, 172.8, and then this is the most traumatic weight gain that I made. This was 20 something pounds. 18 pounds in 3 weeks. So you can really see I felt my legs quite a bit in the front. My chest came in quite a bit more. And I've still stayed pretty lean throughout this process here. As this is like, obviously I don't have too much more body fat to lose here before I am getting really shrunken down. I'm honestly surprised that my quads don't look as far apart as I thought they did, just like looking at these pictures. Of course, I've had 5 knee surgeries on my left knee, so I do expect some imbalance, but just from these pictures they seem to be doing well. In like similarities, you can't really tell too much, especially when you get into the week 6. I think I put on the most weight in my legs from week 3 to week 6. And you also tell my stomach here has also filled in. I don't know why. My trunk has gotten thicker. And then from week 6 to week 10 here, so this is another about 7 to 8 pounds of weight gain. This is a worse angle. The first 3 pictures I had my cousin take pictures, and so these are more like straight on angles. This is I did this one by myself with like an old method where you put like your phone in your shoe to like support it. So it's a more downward angle, which is okay, but you can see a nice little Christmas tree in the back as well. So this is at 205. My biceps look smaller in this one. I think that's just the angle though. So this is the progress from the front that you see. And then coming down here's the back. And I think my back's actually made one of the most traumatic improvements besides my legs. I think my legs have made the most, my quads anyways. Getting into it, here's the back. Week 1, this is at once again 172 pounds. You can see my traps are really small here. Now, honestly, I think my traps and my lats have been really well in their development for the past 10 weeks. You can see my lats here made traumatic improvements, as well as the thickness of my traps, and that just continues, I think, pretty steadily over this entire 10-week process. One of my weakest points I have to point out is my hamstrings on my left leg here. on my knee surgeries, they actually took a cadaver out of my hamstring, and so they took a part of my hamstring out, and so my hamstrings have always been lacking, comparatively, at least especially to my quads and the rest of my body, and I've always had issues with scar tissue and pain in my hamstrings, and so doing hamstring like centric movements have really been like an issue with pain. Although I kind of fight through it, and of course, you just kind of get over it. But and then also, I think for me, one of the hardest things to really one of my posing things that needs to work the most is how my legs pose. I think I have a really bad like mindless connections with my hamstrings, and so I can't flex them all that well and like connect with them. And so I need to work on that in my posing for sure. I think my posing up top has improved pretty well, but I need to figure out better feet, like my better foot placement and the angles of my legs to better show off the musculature in my hamstrings in particular, but also my quads. So as you can see here, awesome about the downward angle. This is the little top of the shoe. It's kind of cool. Not really cool. It's kind of funny that it's there. So yeah, this is just kind of an update, and I wanted to show everyone how things have progressed, like over the past 10 weeks. It's you kind of get lost in in the week to week things. But 33 pounds is so far it's nothing to scoff at in 10 weeks. It's 3 pounds a week. Am I doing that right? The math. 3.3 pounds a week.
You asking me?
Yeah, I was asking you.
Oh, no, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
No, you're good. I was just thinking out loud too. So yeah, 3.3 pounds a week is averagely what I put on. We have 6 weeks left in this cycle. I think my cycle ends like January 19th or something like that. Whatever like the second or third Friday is in January. And so we're gonna really try to keep pushing. Hopefully I can put on about another 15 to 20 pounds. I'd love to hit around 220, 225 by the end of the cycle, and then go into a maintenance for 2 or 3 months and really set that muscle in. And then around March or April or May, depending on when me and my coach plan for my first competition to be, at that point we'll go into contest prep for 3 or 4 months, or however long my coach sees fit. My stage weight, I'm not exactly sure, it's in between 197 and 207. I've seen both, so we'll have to really figure that out when the time comes. So I may have to drop either a good solid almost 30 pounds, which should be fine in that time period. If we do a 4-month cut or a contest prep. So that's kind of the plans and how things are looking so far. 6 weeks left, and after this video, I kind of wanted to just get everything about where I've been, how I'm kind of just been MIA, things have been going on, as well as just show you all the transformation so far. It's a really big difference. And so after this video, hopefully Monday we'll have a back to our regularly scheduled workout videos and just kind of like life updates in general. And then every once in a while I think I like to do this and kind of show the pictures, especially as contest prep time comes around. It'd be really cool to see how I probably progress from 172 all the way up to 230, or however much I weigh at the end of this cycle, and once I hit maintenance, and then really lean back down. And I think from 172 to as lean as I can get for contest, to see the full extent of like the muscle growth at being completely shredded, just be something really awesome to look at. So I think I'll do these from time to time and give everyone a look at how everything is looking. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video. Also, just throw this out there, I do have like a complete setup, like computer setup, and I stream every once in a while on it, and I haven't really done it in a very long time. But if something y'all want to see, maybe on my off days from work, I can start streaming a little bit. If it's something you're interested in, of course, let me know. But thank y'all for watching. Please like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at the Atlas Lifting Experience or Andrew_Graham7. Y'all have a great day. See y'all next time.